Uh, okay, sorry, I found my gear. So okay, now this will be the second part of the experiment to put the what we call to fix the whole thing lah. So start off by fixing this small gear. Make the gear stand on top of the table, stand like this. Use the axle, push this in. Okay, push this in all the way in, and make sure do a little bit of spinning to loosen the grease. And this wire, as a norm, I just put red on the left hand side, black on the right hand side. This is a wire, it's a this strip off. Remove one of the cover, then you can tie the copper onto here. Okay, now don't ever use battery to test the motor. If you use a battery to test the motor, the motor sort of like a memory. They will register that this motor need 1.5 V to move. Yeah, so because of that, this motor will not move by using salt water. By using salt water, the volt is generated is super duper low. So don't ever use any battery to try the motor first. Okay. Now I will proceed. After you have this, I ask them to put a double sellotape on this side, the side that have fin. Yeah, I mean the opposite side of the wire here lah. So after you have this, now make sure the student need to paste on top of the car. Okay, some of the student mistake this is top, this side is top. You get what I mean? This side with axle, this is at the bottom. When you paste this, make sure it's just right enough. You know, the small gear is touching the big gear, and when you touch like this, and when you move the gear, when you move the wheel like this, is a fail. See that? Because the small gear is not moving. So you need to put such that it's like kiss each other. Make sure you press straight, and then you try to move. There you go. Okay, oh sorry, I put front a bit. Put front a bit around here. All right. See that? This is correct. Okay, this is correct. All right. So you can see when I spin this, the small gear will move. All right. So like I mean you need to ask them to test such that you move such that it can move without a very a lot of force to move this. Okay. Yeah. See that? So and make sure this is moving freely. Now after you have this, then putting the plate onto this small cup. Okay. Put a small double sellotape. Okay, normally I would just put in the middle of this. Alright, and then I put a plastic cup, press, and then I'm done with this. Now putting these two plates is super crucial as well. Okay, super crucial as well. I will put this inside. Okay, hold this at the side of the cup. Use one crocodile clip. Okay, and I open up, I bite the cup, make sure you bite the cup. At the same time, you bite the plate. Okay, but bite only the tip, the top part of the plate. Okay, bite only the top part of the plate. See that? Don't bite all the way in. I see some of the students do like this. They bite too deep already, so this is wrong. No, this is wrong. Just bite the tip. Okay, the tip. All right. Hold this. Okay. Yep. Okay. Make sure you bite the tip. See that? And make sure it's biting. Really biting. Alright. And then this will be this is a magnesium plate. This will be the copper plate. Now, to put the second plate, you need to put very close to each other. Okay. Very close but not touching. Okay. Very close but not touching. Alright. Now I done my carbon plate, but my magnesium plate already dropped. Okay, so again, make sure it's bite tightly. Okay, if not, no electricity will pass through. Okay, all right. I'm not done yet. Okay, no. Okay, there you go. Okay, so after I done this, then only I proceed to the lab book. Counting on the lab book first, then only we do the salt water. So this is brand new set. I didn't change anything. Let's test. Okay. So for the salt water, you need a lot of salt. Okay, I just prepared this small cup. I use a big spoon, a handful of salt. Okay, and I add just a bit of water. Okay, this is enough, which is I'm talking about 100 ml. Okay, so then I slowly dissolve all the salt. Okay, dissolve all the salt. I didn't use hot water, I just use tap water. In this case, I just use tap water. Okay, so for security purpose, I just add another salt, another spoon of salt. Okay, so for this part, I need to really dissolve all the salt. Okay, I use the back side of this spoon. Dissolve all the salt. Okay. Alright. Now after I dissolve for some time, all the salt is done, dissolve. Then, okay, it's time to add in the salt water. Now to add in the salt water is also another very crucial moment. Okay, fail this, then high chance this salt not gonna work. Now to make this work, they need to add salt water such that it submerge the plate fully, but not touching the crocodile clip. Okay, but not touching the crocodile clip. So it is wise to arrange the two clips with the same height. You don't want one up, one down, and you one fully submerged, one is just submerged half. Okay, so you need these two plates with the same level, so that when you add salt water, it fully submerged for both. And again, put these two plates close enough, but not touching each other. Don't put at the opposite. Okay, don't put one over here, one at the opposite over here. Too far, the chemical reaction is very, very weak. Now, another crucial point is, when you add the salt water, quickly carry this car up and make this car a gentle spin. Okay, a kickstart first. Reason is because the voltage generated from this salt water is super duper weak. You need to help to kickstart. When they have the kinetic energy, then it is easy to go on and on and on. Okay, so without further ado, let me add some salt water until it submerges the two plates. I didn't even kickstart, it already moved. Okay, I didn't kickstart, it already moved. If I stop, okay, I couldn't. Okay, I record this video. I want to show you the kickstart part, but I don't know why it's already moving, and this is just a one random set. So I didn't do choose any particular sort of car that I have, and it's already moved. Okay, so in terms of successful rate, quite a number of my students fail. Okay, one of my students couldn't do that is because one of the plate dropped halfway. Yeah, the plate dropped, then she want to redo. Don't know why it cannot. I suspect it's because of the corrosion, and you can see there is a chemical reaction happening. Okay, so yeah, put it very near. For the sake of trying, I will just leave it, see how long it can move lah. I will just record this until maybe my phone run out of memory, but see how long it can run lah. Okay, for the sake of trying. Okay, and maybe also I will try to take it out and redo again, see whether what is the successful rate, what is the how many times I can redo this. Okay, you see? Wow! I can move without battery. Yay! Even the force created is also quite okay. Okay. So in my case, okay, if you see, I also fully submerged. If you can see, sorry.
Wait.
Okay, fully submerged until almost is touched. Okay. Say hello, Junjun. Still moving for quite some time, but I feel it's start to become weaker. Okay, now it's time to remove the plate and redo. I will say the high chance you will fail lah. Okay, let's try this for the sake of experimenting. I remove the zinc. Why I remove the zinc? Because the carbon will be very mushy. What the chemical reaction happening over here is the carbon atom will go to the will carry the electron to the magnesium. So that means the magnesium will become corrode because of the carbon. Okay, alright, because of the carbon, the magnesium will corrode. Okay, so the carbon will become thinner and thinner and thinner. After a few time, it will become mushy. Okay, so in this case, I will take out this magnesium plate. You can see the black spot is the carbon. Okay, so let's try it again. And the whole thing is wet. The wet will create the short circuit. Okay, the wetness of the plate will create short circuit. Okay, so for the sake of try it better, I clean it with a piece of tissue. Tissue is I'm putting my camera on a tissue box. Okay. Alright, so I wipe it dry. Let's do this. I bite and then I celup. Very weak already. I'll try again. Hold on. You see, very weak already because I tried the second time. Okay. Okay, I try to change the salt water and see. I try to change the salt water. Can I use this? No. I also need. Okay lah. I pour over here. Let's try if I change the salt water. Because of the. Where's the water? Still works lah. So I don't know how to make it better in terms of improve the successful rate. I don't know how to make it better, but that's my step by step. Okay, that's my step by step. It's still working. Okay, so like maybe your set is like this, couldn't have power yet. You flip a bit, you flip a bit, touch a bit, then it will create the momentum. Then we keep on moving. Okay, so I suspect it's because of my zinc plate is too what we call corrode. It cannot receive any more carbon from the carbon plate. That's why it's very weak. Okay, that's why it is very weak. So yeah, still moving, but I know it's very weak. But again, this is a second time. Okay, so I did try to sandpaper the previous. I did a previous set. I did try to sandpaper the magnesium, but it couldn't work on my side. Maybe I sandpaper not enough, or maybe the layer of magnesium is already gone. Yeah, maybe this is they have different layer. It's not fully 100% magnesium. That's why it couldn't work. Maybe, yeah. So in this case, but I think when I managed to try 1 or 2 times, I feel it's amazing. Now to recall back, last time we did the electric car by using a wood. Okay, using a wood, use battery, use motor to move the car, electric car. Why we change to this? Number one, the electric car is too common in terms of we use this for past experiment as well, just using battery, motor and gear. Why we take a risk to do this even though in the period of MCO? You know what I mean? We don't have the ample time to do R&D, and why we take a risk to do at this? Because of the chunkiness of this experiment, hopefully you appreciate chunkiness of this experiment. Without any battery, you can move the car, and also the what we call quite unique lah, quite presentable and quite unique. Okay, so for teachers, if you try one time and then during the class couldn't work, it's okay. Even my class, I didn't do this every class. You know what I mean? So I only will do